Hey everybody, for this video I'm going to go over the different types of import statements and why it's sometimes useful to use one way versus another. So I've been making um, some videos with Turtle. So when you write import Turtle, what this actually does is it actually just imports the entire library of Turtle. So Turtle is a Python library. So if you look up Python Turtle, and you'll find like there's a documentation page because this is the total package. So you see the lowercase, everything is lowercase. It's one of their standard libraries that you can get when you download Python from python.org. Okay, so but in order to use it, you have to actually import it. What it's actually doing is it's opening or it's accessing the folder that has all of the stuff that's in here. So there, if you look inside of here, there's all sorts of things. There's a screen class, there's a turtle class, which is a capital T, which is what we're going to use. And inside that turtle, they have all these methods. So inside a turtle class, there's a whole bunch of methods, which is what we use to really kind of explain how coding works when we're just learning Python. Okay, so if I do, for example, import turtle, all this actually does is imports the package. Okay, and then I have to create a turtle object, and to do that, I have to pick a name. So like I'll just name it Sven. Sven's my favorite turtle, always has been. And then you do the package name, okay? And then you do the class constructor for turtle. So this is actually going to create an object that is a turtle. And that object will have access to all of these methods. So it can go forward, backwards, left, right, etc. Okay, and so just to show you now, I can tell Sven to go forward 100 pixels, and there'll be a little, there's a little triangle, and now I have an actual object. Okay, now there's another way I could have done this, and this way just opens the package, but it doesn't access all the methods. I have to actually tell the computer to go to that package and then access the constructor of the turtle to create an object. If instead I wanted to be sloppy about it, I could go from the package turtle, import turtle class. What this does is it saves me having to write that entire thing. Okay, so now I don't have to write package turtle because it's if I define the turtle class inside of this folder. All of the methods inside there are accessible, and so it still works. Why this wouldn't really work is if I wanted to do like a window. So let's say window equals turtle dot screen. Okay, so this is how you can make, for example, oh, I don't know why I didn't put a W there. You can make like a different background color or something or changing the size. Like default, I think is 400 by 400 pixels. So you can actually access the screen. But you'll notice now I have to go back to the import turtle. Okay, and then I would have to here write turtle dot turtle because again I'm actually getting the package, but I'm not unloading everything. And so now I could create a screen, and this would allow me to look at the screen methods, which has, for example, screen has canvas. Well, I'm probably not as prepared as I should have been, but yeah, you can do BG color. So there you can go window dot BG color, and I can like make it black, for example. If I can type the word black. So now, of course, I can't see my turtle because Sven is not black anymore. So let's make it blue background. Okay, so you can see. Well, it's not going to be that much easier to see, but there. So you can only do that. See, that's a different method. The screen is like the actual canvas that you're drawing in, whereas the turtle is the actual object that you're using. Okay, so what if I didn't want to? If I wanted to be sloppy and just use the from turtle import, well, you could do it that way. You could do from turtle import turtle, and you can also do screen, and then that would allow me to have both of those objects. Okay, and so I could do it that way. Now it works just fine because I've imported both the turtle and the screen. Okay, but what if there's other things in there that I want? So an easy way you can do it is just to put a star. A star will be everything. So this basically is like opening up a backpack and like dumping everything inside the backpack on the ground. And now I can grab everything. It's just really messy. Okay. And so eventually, I mean, this would be the fastest way because I don't have to type the turtle dot turtle and turtle dot screen, and everything else behaves the same after that. But it actually is going to be, this is kind of sloppy. So I typically like to just use import turtle so that I am um, always making sure I'm accessing the correct file. Okay. Another thing you can do is you can do import turtle as T or some other name. You can create a different name for it. And then what I have to do is I just write t.turtle and t.screen. And so this is actually a little cleaner because I'm not just dumping everything on the ground. I am still just bringing in the package, but I'm actually renaming the package to make it shorter for me when I'm coding. So that's probably the best option in my in my opinion, is to probably just import it as a package and rename it something else. Okay. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. That just kind of explains the different types of import statements. And the next video, I'm going to explain how you can create your own um, functions and your own files and import those just like the same way. So hopefully you enjoyed this one, and see you in the next video.